Oh, good. How do you find the weather? Do you not find it as fine?
I find that it is seasonable for this time of year,
Yes.
but that is as far as I'm prepared to commit myself. As I was saying.
Yes, you were saying that you were in love, as you phrased it. You were in mid-career, as it were, prating of this love.
And you, friend of my youth.
What memory?
At the announcement.
Yes.
At the announcement grow cold, if I do not mistake. Can you say why?
Why?
Yes.
I have redecorated our room in chintz. In chintz. A fabric I abhor in your absence, do you see, to please you.
In chintz?
You once expressed a preference for chintz.
I?
For chintz, which I have, oblivious to the verdict of the world, festooned. I come into funds, and my first thought, do you see, is it for myself? It is for you. Do I expect thanks? I would be glad of mute appreciation. I receive nothing but the tale of your new ratting. Oh, how lonely you make me feel, how small. For how can one cherish one, nay, how can one respect one, however dear, however well-formed, that acts so arbitrarily, so cruel? The engine of the world's betrayal, is it not? And we are sentenced to strive with the world.
I'm sorry. What? Did I miss anything?
I poured out my heart blood.
Oh. I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Say something else.
How practical you are.
For what is speech?
I often thought it was as the chirping of the birds, minus their laudable disinterestedness.
Oh, what a vast and pointless shithole it all is.
What would that be?
Our lives? What is it? What do you want? Saving national sovereignty and reparations? What? An apology for your potato famine? It came from the lack of rotation of crops. Do you hear? From the depletion of
nitrogen.
Nitrogen or something in the soil. Do you think that the soil can go on forever giving? Never a thought of replenishment. Dirt, do you see? Like every other thing in this green and confusing world, needs conservation and care, not less in the end than you or I. And it is a thoughtless and worse, an observant soul who would say otherwise.
Mum?
You have my ear.
The dinner, Mum?
One would have thought to have been the province of the cook. Oh, no.
You never could keep help.
Did you say it was because of the stove?
She did allow, as she couldn't cook with no stove.
Well, one must credit her argument.
Your attitude smacks of the Republican.
You flatter me.
Plead with the cook to stay. But perhaps it is not love.
It is love.
But perhaps it is not.
Then what would it be?
You know, so many of our ills proceed from a corporeal imbalance.
Do they?
I tell you that they do.
Oh, how lovely for them to have as it were a provenance in this gale of uncertainty. To say that I was engendered, for example, by an excess of protein.
It's very real as far as that goes.
Ah, yes, your newfound expertise.
Cook's gone.
Did you not plead with her?
Yes, miss.
What did she say?
She said as you could kiss her arse till...
Yes.
She said some holiday, but I forgot it.
Mayhap it will come to you.
God willing. You know me old gran used to say...
Well, Now we shall have no party. But of course, now we have no cause.
My dear.
Escoffier had it as the last of the pleasures, which will persist when all the rest have gone.
When all the rest have gone?
Yes.
Escoffiated?
Yes.
Is it a word one may say in a drawing room?
It is food.
Food?
Yes.
Food is the pleasure which persists when all the rest have gone.
According to Escoffier.
And who was he?
A cook.
Well, one would find it striking if he had said otherwise.
What did you think he meant?
Oh, you know.
Can you not conceive of a world above your waist?
And you.
Speak.
I come. Do you see? I come to you with my report.
Yes.
That of which I neither had control.
I take it you're speaking of your loins?
Ain't you an evil old bitch?
I am not old.
Older than I.
Hardly true.
What? Have they repealed the calendar?
If it were true, it would be cruel to suggest it. You are cruel.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
I have a boon to beg.
What a vast and pointless street hole it all is. Oh, Lord, you see us all. I need a cup of tea. Mary! Mary!
I'll tell you what you require, an electric bell!
Oh, no. I would rather be tied to a cannon. I wish that I were dead. Why don't you leave? Your errand done, pray take your congé. You have broke my heart.
I have a favor to ask.
Well, there is a time for everything. Except, of course, those things one has no time for. And what is there to be done about that?
Can I not induce you to share my...
No.
Or fine then, to endorse...
No, I don't think so.
my happiness?
No, I don't see it happening.
I cannot?
No, it's just not being done.
Uh-huh.
What is the problem? You told me, but I forgot.
I am in love.
So.
It is a state sung by the poets.
So is death, but I don't see you floating in here proclaiming, I'm dead.
Ah!
I'm dead. I have died. Embrace me. How wonderful for you. Many fine people are dead.
How ill your disordered state becomes you.
I just said a pie.
And I reposted ices.
But
What is it you find so abhorrent about them? Is it their artificial color? Or their frigidity? I beg you to accept my deep and unreserved apology. My tongue has run away with me. I have traduced both the memory of our friendship and the fact of our love. I am alone in the midst of my own folly, of my need and vice. I stand naked before you in my panting and unclean depravity and beg for your aid. Help me.
all right.
Oh, blessed forgiveness.
And I want to watch.
You whore!
Not in the room. Not in the room. What do you take me for? My God.
You pagan slut!
Hole in the wall.
No.
Did I say I want to participate?
No. No.
Or advise, which, given the youth of them,
I said no.
might not be supererogatory.
Rave on.
Ah, yes, love. Love for thee, but not for me. My sacrifices. Oh, you gaze! You gaze through the window, gaze in vain. Well,
Oh my god! It is she? I recognize the conveyance.
oh, your new friend has she come?
She's here!
Ah, hard cheese.
Oh, what is more foolish than the unrequited love of the old? I beg you!
Ah,
If...
no. It is not enough, my dear, to say, I see the penalty. Pray do not tax yourself inflicting it.
I beg your pardon. It is a sign of my distraction. I beg you. Anything within my power. I would do it for you. You know I would were the situation reversed.
But the situation, you will allow, is not reversed.
Cold, heartless woman!
Am I indeed?
Of whom they once said, heart of bronze, if any heart at all.
Is that what they once said?
Once, yes. Once we strove together.
I do seem to remember.
All band of freebooters, share alike.
Yes, it was so.
Now, as you've come into patrimony,
Ugh.
you found a protector, and that emerald round your neck, that ensign of the selfishness, that jealousy engendered by wealth,
Uh-huh.
or its riches which have sundered you.
Is it indeed?
You say share alike. I say your abode for part of one day.
Yes, it is not exactly the use of the whole which...
Cold, ancient, jealous hag.
I see you're disordered. Shall I loosen your state?
There's a young person at the door.
Yes, no. I am not at all sure that I am at home. Oh, my, no, I am not home. Pray have her call again some other time.
It shall be as you say. It shall be as you say, and you shall aid me, aid us by the tone, by the gracious attentions.
That is all I asked.
It shall be as you say.
Then we may proceed.
Lovely day for it, miss. But I'd wear me out.
I beg your pardon.
If I went for a walk.
Ah, I mistook you.
What do you think I meant?
Nothing.
I'd wear me out in bed.
What reserve?
Yes, it seems it is your young friend. I must second and endorse your choice. Charming.
And you will afford us privacy and shelter for the afternoon.
And participate.
Within the limits of.
As agreed.
And you swear to divert her chaperone?
She has come alone.
Oh. Joy.
And we are agreed as to terms?
We are. Urge her in.
Miss, I didn't have your name.
Yes, welcome to my abode. How good of you to come. If you would be so kind as to, Righty.
If you'd excuse me.
It's Catherine, miss.
Good looking little thing, eh?
I couldn't say miss.
Oh, yes, she is indeed. You yourself, you know, you're not unattractive.
What, Mum?
Has no one told you that before?
No, Mum.
Do you garner the thrust of my declaration?
I think so, Mum.
But what? It repels you?
No, Mum, but...
Yes?
What would I tell me parents?
That you have found a secure position.
May I think about it, Mum?
Indeed.
Thank you, Mum.
She is upset.
Oh, well, how that astonishes me. One must set the scene, proceed with measure, and you will thank God that you have me here to pace your advances.
It is not my advances which upset her.
See then.
She asks me about you.
About me? She's jealous, the dear thing.
She is not jealous.
Is she not? And what is it about me upsets her?
She asks why you are wearing her mother's necklace.
Where's this lady?
Gone out.
When?
No.
I have been robbed.
What can you mean?
The jewel is gone!
You looked.
Everywhere!
It can't be.
It is!
Ramya.
I am destroyed!
The girl took the jewel?
It must be in her accomplice.
That man.
Help me.
Oh Lord. What is not fleeting here below?
They shall cart me to jail.
Anna.
Oh, what shall I do? I cannot bear rebuke, let alone incarceration. They come with... What are they called when wears them on one's wrists?
Manacles.
Take me away. I have required so little from life.
My dear.
And now,
We can prevail upon your protector.
he has denounced me and decamped
The cad.
and hidden in a woman's skirt.
His wife.
The foul fiend.
Craven cowards they are.
But as they are always in possession of the field, how would they learn nobility?
But would he in truth consign you to jail?
Oh, my dear, undoubtedly. There's so much of which he is ashamed.
As do I.
I'm sorry?
I am the cause of your misfortune. If I had not brought the child here, does such a speech not occur to you?
None of us is perfect. Each of us is not only permitted, but required to repent. And if to repent, then of necessity to err. It is now my lot to attempt that most profoundly difficult of human tasks.
To forgive one who has wronged you?
No. To pack when rushed. What shall I want in a cell? I'll take your portrait.
Take my portrait?
The one in the brown kerseymere. You remember.
I thought he got the nose wrong.
How little you know of yourself.
Oh, for God's sake, pack for two!
I'm sorry?
I shall, of course, accompany you.
No.
To the contrary.
I touch on Sion regime, don't you think?
I profoundly hope so.
But you could not abide jail.
What have I to fear?
The food, the clothing, and the conversation.
We shall brave them together.
Shall we?
Every instinct conspires to so instruct me.
Do you not find such instructions onerous?
I do not.
How can I thank you?
Hear my confession?
Speak to me.
I abhor shints!
You said you liked it.
I spoke in jest.
Yes, perhaps I have wronged you too. That would be the bailiffs.
Are you prepared?
I will have the girl fetch my rep.
The girl is gone.
And I shall fetch my rep myself.
Oh God! So it begins! Oh golly. How good it feels to be courageous. I wonder if this feeling's widely known. Enter then, sir, and do your worst. Vandal! How dare you return! How do you find the gall?
I brought a...
You brought what? A fell request for ransom?
Miss?
What business have you here?
I thought I'd make the tea.
The tea?
It's tea time.
Where is your mistress's necklace?
In the Bible.
In the Bible?
In the morning room. She left it there marking her place.
Did she indeed?
She did. She never can remember where she left it.
Yes.
Ah, I brought you a note.
A note?
There's a young lady gave it to me.
A young lady?
In a carriage, waiting on the corner.
Give me the note.
She said she ain't got but 1 minute to wait for your answer. You want me to take out your answer?
No. There is no answer.
Very well, then. I'll make the tea.
You take so little.
I have what I require. Shall we await them in the air?
Await them?
The bailiffs.
Ah,
For it seems I am finished with this house.
yes. Let us sit in the park, for I have various things I'd like to say to you.
But are you resigned? Are you indeed resigned to accompany me into exile?
Not resigned, but honored.
Better than the best of friends.
And you shall be my preceptor.
My dear,
You shall guide me, for you are gifted to move within a world that I cannot see. The world you see is not cruel, possessing neither falsity nor guile, and it shall be my mission to protect you from it
and you are returned to me.
with all my heart.
But will your feelings never change?
That is not within my gift, but I will never leave you. Might that do?
I am content.
And I shall count the day a triumph.
Mary, a gentleman will call for the jewel.
Yes, ma'am.
It's in the Bible in the morning room. Give it to him.
Yes, ma'am.
And get a receipt.
Miss, your friends forgot her muff?
That remains to be seen.